Oxycise is an exciting new development in the field of weight loss and health. Using the amazing power of oxygen, you will learn to burn fat, reduce stress, and reshape your body while you enjoy increased energy and vitality.
Hi, I'm Jill Johnson. Congratulations on making the wisest decision of your life, the decision to master your body from the inside out. You have an influence over every single cell in your body, and that's the level you'll be working at with Oxycise. All of us are worried about having too much fat on our body. It not only feels bad, but it looks bad, and it destroys our health. Well, I have a secret for you.
Fat leaves your body through carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide is the main product of fat cell oxidation. In fact, carbon dioxide is the most abundant of all the end products of all metabolism.
So, if fat oxidizes into carbon dioxide, then it only makes sense that you need to take in more oxygen in order to burn fat. How do you take in more oxygen? Well, the fitness industry would have you think that you need to run around a track, bounce up and down, or jump in order to increase your oxygen intake. But you don't have to. You really don't. Here's what you do. Breathe in. Breathe out. Try it with more intensity. Breathe in fully. Breathe out fully. You have just discovered an amazing new way to increase your oxygen intake, boost your metabolism, and get rid of fat. All this without pulling any muscles, injuring your knees, your ankles, or your back. You didn't have to break into a sweat or go to a gym or health club. You didn't even have to put any pills or chemicals in your body.
In a study conducted at the University of Colorado Health Sciences Center, Oxycise was shown to be dramatically more effective than traditional exercise at utilizing oxygen and burning fat. Oxycise burned over 50% more calories with every breath taken. Yes, you can rev up your metabolism. With Oxycise, you will increase your oxygen intake, boost your metabolism, lower your set point, reshape your body, increase your endurance and strength, lower your blood pressure, lower your cholesterol, reduce the risk of diabetes, cancer, and heart disease, strengthen your muscles and bones, improve your energy, decrease stress, and get rid of fat, extra pounds, and inches.
I started out at 205, 210 pounds, and I went down, I lost 40 pounds by the end of a 3-month period, and also lost 6 inches off my waist, and who knows how many inches off my hips. It was a dramatic difference, a difference that I didn't think I could do.
I began employing the techniques of Oxycise and was totally amazed to find out that in only 15 more minutes a day, within a 3-week period, I lost 4 inches off of my waist. I lost 7% of my body fat. I was able to run at a moderate speed with my mouth closed, breathing only through my nose. And these are the objective standards which I've kept track of. In addition to that, I felt much more invigorated, nimble on the racquetball court, and just more energy totally with the program. It's been a wonderful program for me, someone who considered that I did everything right physically before I started adopting the Oxycise methods.
Are you sick of struggling with your body shape? All the time and money you've wasted on pills, powdered drinks, or exercise gadgets? Then this innovative program is designed just for you.
A short time ago, I was real involved with different activities, aerobics, Stairmaster, snowboarding, running, jogging, that sort of thing. And, it was something I really enjoyed, but about 4 months ago, I became very ill and couldn't leave the home, and so I decided to put Oxycise to the test finally, and just did this exclusively. And I'm just so excited, but I just started dropping weight immediately. I'm down 13 pounds, and here I used to go out of my home and to the health club and all these places to lose weight, and here I am at home just breathing and doing stretching exercises, and I'm dropping pounds, and I'm really excited about it.
Oxycise is powerful. It makes common sense, it feels good, and it works. Yes, you can have the body you want and deserve with Oxycise. The first step is to learn the Oxycise basic breath. Okay, let's start with a test. Put one hand on your chest, one hand on your abdomen. Now let all your air out. Really blow it out. Which hand moved more? Try it again. Your lower hand, the one on your abdomen, should have a little more movement. Let's try it with an inhale. Breathe in. Can you feel that? Can you feel the movement down here? Try that one more time. If you're feeling it down in your abdomen, that's what we want to achieve. Your chest does not breathe. What happens is that your lungs fill your ribs and go down below. You have a diaphragm beneath them and it contracts, causing your abdomen to move out and in as you breathe. Let's try a few. Get used to the sensation here. Be comfortable, relax, bend your knees slightly. Inhale. Kind of pooches your tummy out. Then exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Can you feel the air going clear through your lungs? I want you to be very conscious of your shoulders. Sometimes as we breathe in, we think that by raising our shoulders that we get in more air, but that's not true. Shoulders don't breathe. Also be careful that your back and your head are aligned nicely. Feel like a string is lifting your head up so that as you exhale, don't try to bend and get more air out. That closes off your lungs. Keep very upright. Remember the string lifting up there. Try a couple more. Inhale and exhale. Close your eyes and imagine all the oxygen coming in and feeding your entire body. Again, inhale and exhale. Are you keeping your shoulders relaxed and your head aligned? You should check yourself in a mirror before you go on. You want to be sure and understand diaphragmatic breathing before you move on to the Oxycise basic breath. We're ready to move on and learn the Oxycise basic breath, which is the foundation of the entire Oxycise program. We begin with an inhale, remembering your diaphragmatic breathing. Okay, inhale. Now, when you inhale, be sure that your mouth is in a big smile. You don't breathe through the open mouth, you're still breathing through your nostrils every time. As you breathe in through your nostrils, the air is warmed and is prepared for your body. It also cleanses the air. Breathe in through your nostrils, open into a big smile. This will tone your face and pull back all your facial muscles in here. Inhale. Okay, on the exhale, blow out as if you're blowing through a straw. Be sure that your lips are nice and flat as you blow through the straw. Don't go into a pucker where you make a lot of little wrinkles around your lips. Keep it nice and flat so that you've got the muscle toning in your face. Look what would happen if every day as you Oxycise, you're pulling back and pushing in. It literally will change the shape of your face. It tightens it and it tones it. So many clients of mine, one of the very first things they have come back just excited about is that their face has started to show this toning. People at work, people, friends and family have all commented on how their face has changed. It's a simple thing to do. Another reason to pull your mouth back, the corners of your mouth back, is that it also helps open your nostrils so that you can get more air in. All right, let's try some inhales and exhales, remembering the mouth. Inhale. And exhale. Nice and flat. Inhale. And out. Once again, check yourself in the mirror so that you can see the exact shape that your mouth is taking. Let's add something else. After you take in all the air that you can, I want you to do a lift with your body. You inhale, let your abdomen expand so that you can get all the air in, but then immediately on the lift, zip it up, press it in. Right now we're going to use our hands to help us. Later on you'll just use your abdominal muscles. Zip it like you're zipping up a pair of pants. Also, squeeze your buns back in the back, and ladies do a Kegels exercise. This is the lift. And also on the lift, you'll remind yourself to have your shoulders and your back aligned nicely. Okay, inhale. Now lift. Zip it up, squeeze, and exhale through a straw. Try it again. Lift and out. All right, let's move on. After you inhale and after you've done the lift, we're going to do another thing with your inhale. We're going to take in 3 more sniffs. Just like this. Keeping your mouth in the same shape. Inhale. Lift. 3 sniffs. And then exhale. Try it again. Inhale. Lift. 3 sniffs. And exhale. Now, sometimes people come to me and they say, I can't take in any more air after the first breath. You'll be able to, you'll develop that. But that's not the only reason that we take the 3 sniffs. I want you to look at my face really closely now while I do this. I take in my breath, lift. Now watch these 3 sniffs. Did you see all my muscles contract involuntarily? Without even trying to, just by breathing, you are toning not only your cheeks now, but under your chin and your neck. This whole area will look lean and toned while you're sending oxygen to your entire body so that it gains more health. Okay, let's try that with the 3 sniffs a couple times. Inhale. Lift. Do the pelvic tilt when you lift. Pull your pelvis in. 3 sniffs. And out. Again, I might mention here, with your hips, make sure that you tilt them in. This puts your body in a position to strengthen your back. All these muscles back here support your spine and all your inner organs. It's important to carry your body in the proper position so they are supported and that your spine will be aligned correctly and the muscles will grow and develop to help you avoid lower back pain. And you might, if you're taking back medicine right now, you might find that you get to reduce that just from doing this simple pelvic tilt and building your muscles and tightening. Here we go. Inhale. Lift. 3 sniffs. And out. Again. Lift. In, 2, 3, and out. How's that feel? Sometimes as you first begin, your inhales and exhales are not quite balanced. So if you feel dizzy, go ahead and have a seat. You will find it won't take very long at all before you get it all balanced. You want to be sure that your oxygen and carbon dioxide exchange stays equal. Okay, we still have a little bit more to add. Just as when you breathed in, you did 3 more sniffs, we're going to do the same thing as you breathe out. Do 3 more puffs. Let's just do an exhale and try it. Breathe out. Get all your air out, and now do 3 more puffs. Let's try it again. I want you to put your hand on your abdomen this time and feel what's happening there. Blow out with the resistance of the nice tight lips and the straw. Can you feel how it's getting tight right there? Now do 3 more puffs. You're working your abs. You're not doing sit-ups or crunches or damaging your back. It doesn't hurt at all, and you didn't even realize you were doing it. This is the greatest ab workout I have ever found. It absolutely will trim your waistline. It's faster than you can believe. Okay, let's put it all into a cycle. All right, stay with me. Here we go. Inhale. Lift. 3 sniffs. 1, 2, 3, and out. Out. 2, 3. Inhale. In, 2, 3, and out. Inhale. Lift. 1, 2, 3, and out. Do one more. Lift. In, 2, 3, and out. We just did 4 in a row. Doing 4 in a row makes 1 repetition of the Oxycise basic breath. This is the foundation of the whole workout, which you will be learning shortly. In each body position that you'll learn, whether it be a stretch or an isometric or isotonic position, you will do 1 repetition. That is 4 of those breath cycles. Each time doing the lifts and the sniffs and the tightening and the pelvic tilt. Let's try 1 rep again. Remember, we're gonna do it 4 times. Here we go. Inhale. Big smile. Lift. And out. Nice and tight. Inhale. And out. Make sure your body's aligned well. Inhale. Lift. Pelvic tilt. And out. Out. 2, 3. Last one. Deep breath. Lift. And out. That was 1 repetition. Think what's happening inside your body. As you breathe in, your diaphragm contracts, pushes your abdomen out. So here's the diaphragm pushing down. Then you consciously use your hand for starters, and eventually just will have enough muscle tone in your lower abdomen, push it back in. You are creating an isotonic exercise right within your abdomen without any bone stress, any sweat, without leaving your home. Right there, you are working the most important part of your body, your torso, where all your essential organs are that keep your body functioning. It's so exciting to be able to gain health and burn fat and take care of your body without causing any damage to it. All right, we've just learned what 1 rep is. A rep takes about, the 4 breaths take about a half a minute. I will be teaching you in the different workouts 30 positions to put your body in. Some of them, like I say, are stretching, so you'll be stretching and developing your range of motion and your flexibility. Some of the positions are isotonic. We just talked about the internal isotonic exercise. That means you're pressing your body against an immovable force, like another part of your body, or perhaps a wall or the floor. We'll also be doing isometric exercises, and we've started those also, where you flex and sustain a flexed contraction with your muscles. By combining all those, you will have basically an aerobic and a resistance training workout all at the same time. Now, remember I said it only takes a half minute to do 1 rep? If I put you in 30 positions, that means it only takes 15 minutes to do an entire workout. Isn't that exciting? You can change your body with only 15 minutes a day.
After just 2 weeks of using the Oxycise program, I lost a total of 17 inches. The most specific ones were from the hips, a couple of inches on the waist, even an inch around the neck. I was so surprised. And after 60 days, I have lost 4 dress sizes using the Oxycise program every day. Only 15 minutes a day. It's been wonderful.
I lost a lot of weight. I went from a very, very tight 14 to a size 10. I lost 6 inches off of my thighs and 8 inches off of my waist and 3 inches off my bust, and my clothes fit better. My self-esteem has really improved, and I feel very happy.
In every level, I always start out with the basic standing position. The reason for this is that your body is upright, you've got plenty of room for all the air to expand in your ribs and your abdomen. Place your feet below your shoulders so you've got good balance. Bend your knees slightly. Remember to do the pelvic tilt. This is really important in training your muscles on where they need to go to support your spine and basically your entire body. So the basic standing position is just like this. Remember that you feel like a string is lifting your head up, so you've got good back alignment. Lift and tuck your tummy. Now, as I begin, I usually put my hands on my stomach so that I lift it and help it as I'm trying to do the lifts, and I train it to go in. That's the standing position. You move right into the overhead reach. Now, as you reach, feel like a rope is pulling your arm up. Don't let your whole body follow it. Feel like a sandbag is holding your hip down so that you're getting the pull and the stretch in your middle of your torso. So it looks like this. Once again, you've got the bent knees and you maintain the pelvic tilt. Don't worry about bending way over. That's not what we're trying to achieve. We want to stretch and we want to be able to breathe. Of course, you will do that on both sides. Moving into the shoulder squeeze, grasp your hands behind your back. If at first you can't reach them, just stretch backwards and then work on bringing them closer together. The next thing to work on is lifting them higher. Bend your knees, pelvic tilt, head aligned, grasp your hands and squeeze them back. Weak shoulder muscles and undeveloped or poor posture can cause a lot of back problems and other health problems. It's important to lift them, pull them back, and train them to go in this direction. Keep your head aligned nicely, shoulders squeezed back, pelvic tilt, and knees bent. This is the shoulder squeeze. Let's move now into the squat. Now we've been doing a pelvic tilt all the time. This is the one position where you don't tilt in. In fact, you make an effort to lift up. Your gluteal muscles don't get activated enough even if you run, cycle, or walk. So at this one, you want to really lift. Feel like a duck. Okay, you do a sway back, head forward, and brace your knees and your legs nice and solid on the ground. Also, flex your arms while you're doing this. Always work your arms, even if you're concentrating on another body part. Something else that happens in this position is that suddenly you have another force pulling on your abdomen. It's called gravity. And so you have to lift your abdomen while gravity is wanting to just pull it down and make it sag. This is the squat position. We'll move up into the pec press. Pec is short for pectoral, which are your muscles across your chest. These muscles are important because they are what hold your head erect and basically have structure for the whole upper part of your body. Toning this part of your body makes you look healthy and younger. That's always great. Okay, press your knuckles together in front. Notice that rather than having my arms flat so that it's just the bones knocking against each other, I pull them out to form more of an O. That way you can feel it as you try it, that you can feel it clear across your upper back muscles, your triceps, your forceps, all the way around, of course, then your pectoral muscles. So keep it in the O position. You keep the rest of your body aligned, knees bent, and abdomen tucked, and pelvic tilt. That's the pec press. Let's move into rip the floor. The sensation you want here is that your feet are grasping the carpet and trying to rip it apart. I can either stand here looking the same, or I can make my body do that extra flexing. You may not be able to see it, but it's something you can feel inside. All of our actions during the day are pretty much straightforward. So we have to do some extra things with our body to work the outer muscles. So rip it. It helps sometimes to put your feet a little bit pigeon-toed, or like you're doing a snowplow in skiing. Okay, bend your knees, do the pelvic tilt. And your hands I use them just to remind my upper body what I want to do. So hold your abdomen, or you can relax your arms at the side during Rip the Floor. Let's grab our chairs. Any chair you have will be fine, or feel free to use a kitchen counter or a dresser, whatever you have at your home. Okay, the diagonal leg lift. Lift your leg, not straight sideways, not straight back, but on the diagonal. For women, you especially will enjoy this one because it hits the saddlebag area. Flexing the feet, really pop those toes up. Face the chair straight. Be careful that you're not letting your hips open up. They should be straight to the chair. Okay, now, standing leg is bent. I might mention, you can always modify positions. So, for a beginning level, you may keep your foot just on the ground and stretch it out. And then as you get stronger and stronger, lift it up higher and higher. Now I want you to try something. Your hips are facing forward, your standing leg is bent, and you're lifted at an angle here. You've got your toes flexed up. Now do one extra thing. Tuck your buns. Can you feel the difference? How that works your muscles back here just by making that one extra little tuck. So remember to do that as you're working on this. Your arms also aren't going to get off easy. They're going to be pressing. So press your arms, lift your tummy, tuck your buns. Can you remember all this? Straighten your leg, flex your quads, your calves, pop your toes up, and you've got your quad flexed here. And don't forget to keep your hips straight forward and hip.
Well, you can go like that. You can be like, look like you're having some kind of spasm, okay? Okay, are you ready for you have to listen for the quotes.
Standing the toe out to the end, pointed. And this comes straight up the back. You can modify it once again, keep it on the ground, or lift it a little bit, or work higher and higher. Remember to give it that extra little tuck underneath so that you're working even more up the back line of your leg. That's the bun tuck. And of course you'll do it on both sides. Both legs will do that. Then let's move into the king tut position. You need to move a little closer to the chair so that you're not bent over. Spread your legs out and get a nice inner thigh stretch. Men especially neglect this area of their body, and they're especially prone to groin pulls here. So you may modify starting wherever your body can reach, even if it's nearly straight up and just a little bit out. And as time goes on and as you work on it, you work more and more on getting more stretch. The important things to watch are that you've got your buns tucked under, abdomen lifted, body straight, and you feel like your torso sinks right down in the middle. Be careful that you don't over-rotate your knees forward. Don't let them roll forward. Keep them directly over the feet. If they're rotating too far in, you're probably sunk down too far. So back up a little bit and just go a little bit down. You don't need to press it to where it causes damage. Once again, we're going to work on the arms. Don't let them just sit there. Let's do everything. The goal is to work every major muscle group at the same time in every position. So we've got our calves, our quads. We're working our buns always and squeezing, lifting our abdomen, causing that isotonic exercise right in our abdomen as we breathe. And then here we're working the pectoral muscles, triceps, biceps, clear back around the deltoids, the whole body, trimming and toning. And of course your face and neck are working as you breathe. That's the king tut. Then we move to the front of our chair and do the knee press. Sit up on the edge of your chair. You lean back, grab whatever you've got back there. If there's nothing to grab on the back, hold the bottom of the chair. You put your feet out. I find it easier to go and go up on my toes. to use them to press. You're going to press your knees. They don't just sit there, they're working. So press them together, feel that. You tilt back and kind of lift a little bit. Now, as you're lifting your buns and tightening those muscles, you've got a lot of gravity. Before we were only standing and tightening, but now those muscles are lifting your whole torso, so they're really working. You don't need to lift clear up off the chair, just give a little bit of a muscle, a toning, tightening. As you lean back, you scoop your abdomen, keep your head aligned, and squeeze your shoulders back. That's the knee press. You stay in that same body position, only open your legs out into the inner thigh stretch. Once again, an important stretch, especially for men and everyone. On each breath, try to pull your knees back even farther. Tilt, scoop your tummy, shoulder squeeze, and head aligned nicely. That's the inner thigh stretch. Then we just bring the legs back together and go to a sit and twist. Keep your lower torso facing straight. Twist from the midsection up. Grasp the back of the chair. Stretch. Lift and tighten. You still squeeze the buns. And we do a twist. That's a sit and twist, which of course we'll do both directions. Same idea. Be careful as you're twisting, not to try to reach so far that you're throwing everything out of alignment. Just work this middle section. That's the sit and twist. Then we go into the double leg lift. This is one that I find sometimes people modify when they first begin. The modified is sitting up on the edge of your chair and bracing your feet on the floor. Go ahead and pop those toes up so that you're stretching the calf muscles and the hamstrings. Sit nice and tall. Go ahead and grasp your chair. That would be the modified version. Then, a little more advanced, you scoop back, support your back against the back of the chair, and pop your legs right up off the ground. Feel that stretch. You can really feel it in your calves as you do this, keeping good body position. That's the double leg lift. Now move to the wall. You'll want to, when you do a workout, have your chair and your wall handy. Notice that you can use anything that's stable to be your wall. We'll start with a lean and press. Just put your feet out slightly, bend your knees, put the small of your back right into the wall. And then we do a pec press like you've already learned. So remember, you make it into an O so that all your muscles are tight around here. Put your head right back against the wall. This is a good reminder for your body position. I want to mention here, men especially, as you do a pec press, there's a real tendency for men to do what I call gorilla arms, where they pull their shoulders down and make this big, big muscly thing they think. But what that does is it develops their muscles in the wrong direction, so they have rounded shoulders. So as you do the pec press, and against the wall is a good time to check yourself, keep your shoulders back. Okay, scoop your tummy, put the small of your back into the wall. This is the lean and press. Let's move into the sit and stretch. You face the wall. Put your arms up, extended. Then let your torso sink down. Feel like you've got the sandbags pulling your torso. With your fingers, just let them walk up inch by inch up the side of the wall and get a good stretch. Your muscles in your lower back are often too short, and it causes a lot of back strain and problems. So by elongating and stretching while you're taking in the oxygen, you're not only burning fat in this area, but you're also helping to build muscles in the long direction that they need to be in order to support your spine and your upper body. So you sink, you do the pelvic tilt, do the tummy tuck, and squeeze your buns and walk your fingers up. Ooh, this is a wonderful stretch. I love this one. Okay, back off into the wall push-off. Take a couple steps back, point your fingers in, and they press in against the wall. Do a press, not just a push-off. You keep your body aligned nice and straight. This is a good Achilles stretch and a calf stretch. Runners especially get tight calves, and it can cause a lot of ankle and feet problems, and so you need to stretch that out. As you get more and more advanced, you'll go out farther and put more of your weight on your arms and get more of a stretch on your heels. Don't lift up as you lean. That's not the goal. The goal is to keep your heels pressed right down into the floor so that you get the stretch. And that's the wall push-off. Let's move on down to the floor to the kneeling pec press. Brace your knees underneath your shoulders so that they're nice and sturdy. Your toes in the back can be up on the toes or go out flat, however you choose. Do the pelvic tilt. You already know the pec press. Now at this point, we've done a couple pec presses, so you can choose what level to do them at as far as how high they are. You can do some of them low, that will hit a little different muscle. You can move them on up a little bit higher, and you can feel it more in your triceps. With the kneeling pec press, you do the pelvic tilt, lean back, feel the stretch in your quads. Keep your body aligned. There's the kneeling pec press. Now, many people cannot go on their knees. During this position, feel free to sit on a chair or else go ahead and sit on the floor. Next position, sitting butterfly. At level 1 on the sitting butterfly, just find where your legs and feet can go at this point. If you need to put them farther out, that's fine. The goal will be to bring them in farther and farther each day. Press your feet together, your knees down, lift your tummy, and make sure that your back is straight. As you bend forward, if you're bending at your shoulders, you have your legs up too close. So put them out a little bit farther so that you can keep your back straight. Now, things you're remembering are feet pressed, knees down, buns tight, tummy scooped, back straight, and then press your arms. Grasp your legs or your feet or whatever you reach with your hands and press in and work your arms. Lifting forward. The sensation you want is that you're pulling your chest right through your arms. That's the sitting butterfly. All right, from the sitting butterfly, we'll just go to lying down. The first position is the basic tilt. Once again, we're working on the pelvic tilt here to build the lower back muscles and structure the torso in its proper direction. Just bend your knees slightly. Use your hands to help scoop your abdomen and lift it. Tuck your buns. The small of your back should be clear in the bottom, right down to the floor. Very plain. Then we go into the knee press tilt. This is like the knee press we've done before. Press your knees hard together, work on them. As you press, you can kind of get a little bit of a lift on your buns. Work that. I like to go up on my toes, but you can keep your feet flat either way. So knee press them hard, pelvic tilt, scoop your tummy, back right down into the floor. Feel like your tummy's pressing right down to the floor. Body aligned, and then we're going to grasp our hands and stretch them right up over our head. So we've got the nice stretch, working and getting rid of the fat in this upper torso body, working the buns and the outer thighs. That's the knee press. From the knee press, we roll right over into the knee hug. Grasp your leg. You can lock your fingers or hold it separately. This leg you're pulling it as hard as you can up. This is an open thigh. You don't bring it forward. It is up on the side. Pop your toes, your leg's trying to get away, and you're trying to pull it in so that you're working your arms while you're doing this. The lower leg is extended, taut, and flexed also. So working from the lower leg, we've got flexed feet, tight legs. Your upper leg is trying to get away. You're trying to pull it in. Your arms are flexed. You've got your back aligned and your head resting on the floor so that you can go ahead and breathe fully. Remembering that whatever is flexed is going to demand the most oxygen. So if you're working your arms and we're giving our body all this oxygen, it's going to go there. Of course, it goes to all the body in some manner, but it will especially go to the places where they're demanding the help. From the knee hug, you roll over slightly on your abdomen, doing kind of a half push-up, and you lift your back leg, and this is the back leg lift. Now on this one, you're going to do what you did when you were using the chair. You've got your leg extended, toes pointed. Give it an extra little tuck with your buns. You want to work on getting a nice line from your abdomen clear down your leg and out. You're working one arm while you're doing this. You're lifting your abdomen while gravity is trying to pull it down. Your lower leg is also extended and pointed. From the back leg lift, you just roll over on your back. And we're ready for my favorite ones, Torpedo 1 and Torpedo 2. Now, on this one, you want to feel like you're a nice, sleek torpedo just shooting through the air. Grasp your hands, lift them up over your head. Get a nice line up your side. You've got your legs extended and flexed all the way to the bottom. So your quads are flexed, your calves are flexed, they're popped up off the floor. You've got your buns tight. As always, on all the floor exercises, let your small of your back go down to the carpet and scoop your tummy out. This one is especially great for the abdomen. Having extra fat around your middle is a big health problem. In fact, if you carry extra weight here, you're literally suffocating all your vital organs. As you're in this position, you're scooping and you're lifting, working all this area, stretching and pulling and training your muscles. You are sending oxygen down to this area, which is going to burn the fat. You're working the muscles so they will lift and tone and, in essence, form a girdle to support all your vital organs. It's wonderful. I love it, and it feels good. The final position is Torpedo 2. Everything is the same except for the feet. Pop them up in a nice flex position. This one especially is good for stretching out the calves at the end of the workout and the Achilles tendon. Pop the quads, the buns, scoop the tummy, reach and stretch, and that's Torpedo 2, the final position for the Oxycise Level 1 workout. Oxycise is lots of fun, and I hope you're having a good time doing it. Doesn't that feel great to have that oxygen flowing through your body? You're now ready to move on to the Oxycise Level 1 workout. You may want to refer back to this Oxycise Basic Breath from time to time to be sure that you're using it to its full advantage. Congratulations, you're well on your way to a healthy, vibrant, slender body. Keep on breathing.
I really enjoy Oxycise. I had, in the last 2 years, 2 major surgeries, and I couldn't do any strenuous exercise, and I find that in the morning before I even open my eyes, I begin to do my deep breathing, and pretty soon I'm energized and ready to bounce right out of bed. And then during the day, I do my Oxycise exercises and enjoy doing them, and don't get fatigued the way I would if I were trying to do strenuous exercise.
I know that anyone can do this program. There are so many people that were like me that said, oh, I've tried everything there is. Why is that program going to work for me? And that's exactly how I thought it would be. But once I tried it and discovered it, it worked more than I thought it ever would. I lost more weight and gained more confidence from this than anything I've ever done my whole life. I've done dancing, I've done piano, I've done many things that have been really rewarding, but this has probably been the most rewarding thing I've done. So if you're one of those people that thinks that none of this is gonna work for you, you're wrong. It's so easy, it is so fun. I've noticed my eyes look bigger, my smile's bigger, I have more of a glow that people can see. My face has totally changed, my body has changed, and it's not a change that I'm uncomfortable with. It's amazing, it's really great. You know, in three and a half months, I look like a totally different person, and it's wonderful.
This concludes the Oxycise Basic Breath. To book Jill Johnson to speak in your area or to order additional Oxycise materials, please call toll-free 1-888-OXYCISE. That's 1-888-699-2473.